will Danny a tough one to take today, given how well we did to get back into the game?
Yeah, I think we've been speaking in the dressing room at half time about that it was never a penalty. It's 2 games in a row now we've had penalties given against us that were, like, you can clearly see, and I've even said to the ref, if you want to come and have a look at the footage, which we've seen, he makes contact with the ball, he doesn't touch the player. He makes the meal of it and gets the penalty. And because when he first blew the whistle, he didn't point to anything, and I actually thought he was going to book the player for diving, because that's what we all turned away, because we never assumed it would be a penalty. We then conceded a sloppy second, but great credit to the lads. I thought we actually played well, and we got ourselves back into the game. And if I was honest, up until probably the last 5 or 6 minutes, you're thinking we're really comfortable here, and then we make. I don't even know why we've made the decision we have to try and play offside. We've actually ducked out of a header to clear the ball, and at this level, Searle Thomas, I thought he was very good all day. He's not going to miss from there, and you end up with nothing from what should have been a real good point against a team that's in form. And actually, I'd say we were probably, for large parts, the better side, and it's just disappointing, massively disappointing.
Yeah, you speak about that as well. And Killian came in for George as well. How do you feel he did, and what was the thinking behind it?
Injury.
Which way do you want to go?
He's got a knock, and it's something which there's no point risking him. Killian's more than capable, and he came in and did a really good job. But I think that the lads are devastated because they know that we should be walking out of here with a minimum of a point, and because of our inability to make the right decision at the right time in a real key moment of the game, we end up with nothing, and it's really disappointing.
You spoke about it as well. You want to get not just performances from games, you want to get points from games as well.
That's all that really matters. I mean, look, that's what you're sitting there baffled, because actually we played well, and for large parts of the game we were not only in control, we were on top. And you walk away with nothing, and you think to yourself, I'd rather be the other way around. I'd rather have not actually played that well and got something out of the game. And it's so frustrating, because there's times when you're thinking there's only one team that's going to go on and win the game, and it ends up, as I said, we end up with nothing.
To go 2 goals down, like you said, but a wonder strike from Shad as well, his first goal for the club, obviously lifted the spirits a little bit for everyone involved.
Yeah, as I said, I don't think we deserved to be 2-0 down anyway. I don't think, as I said, the second goal was poor, but the first goal, it's never a penalty. And you're thinking to yourself, right, okay, let's see some character, and we showed it. We showed it in abundance, and some people criticised us historically for having a bit of a soft underbelly. Well, we didn't, and we haven't for long periods now. But it comes down to making the right decisions at the right times, and you can't, at this level. I'm sure I'll probably get you can't trust the officials, because they're not good enough. They're not good enough to make the decisions that we need them to make. So why we even bothered to play offside, I don't know. Even though I don't think he was, you don't try. You take care of what we need to take care of. Giles needs to head it away, and if we do that, we're probably talking about a well-earned point now, because we've come back from a 2-0 deficit, and instead, again, I'll go back to that word which has been used several times in the dressing room, stupidity. We end up with nothing.
Because, from what I saw from the third goal, it looked to be a long ball over the top. Giles, Killian and Brad are all there trying to get it, but then Searle somehow comes in and just, pokes it into an empty net.
Well, it's a nothing ball. It's a nothing ball. It's a hit and hope ball. Everyone else has squeezed up the pitch. We've left 3 players that were offside. He's run from nowhere, but it's on his head. Just head it. Don't duck out. We actually duck out of the header. It's there to be cleared. And as a manager, you're sitting there and you're thinking, right, we need to set up in a certain way. We need to get our tactics right. And I think we got everything right today. The only thing that we can't legislate for is when players make decisions like that. And yes, I'll probably get the wrath of the fans, and they'll say what they've got to say. But what do you do? What do you do in those situations when a player makes that kind of decision? And now we have to look at it and see, right, okay, what do we do to the team? Because you can't keep making decisions like we have done in the last 2 games and get away with it.
Because we've got enough competition in places now to bring people in, and those who aren't performing will drop out.
Well, we've got players itching to get on the pitch, and well, what some of the lads have done today is given those players the opportunity to get back in the team.
And next week, FA Trophy game, an away game, but we'll have to wait and see what happens there.
Yeah, look, we want to get through to the next round. Simple.
Are you in with a shot? More information in the description below.
Click here for the next video, click here to subscribe.